The Land Before Time is subjectively awful, but its score is a masterclass in composition. And after spending hours dissecting the compositions of this film, I found valuable lessons that every composer should know. So today, I'm going to show you specific examples from the score by James Horner that will help you improve your compositions. And if you really want to become a better composer, you can apply what you learn in an exercise at the end of the video. Here's the section of the score we will be studying. Look at these highlighted notes. They form a completely chromatic line. The other notes are just ornamenting this line. The bassoon is playing a simplified chromatic line down a sixth. That's the whole theme. Two chromatic lines with some percussion to drive and some barely audible pizzicato strings in the background. It's so simple, and I love the chromaticism. It's wonderful. The chords that Horner chose were specifically meant to enable that chromatic movement. In the key of F major, the second chord is G minor, consisting of G, B flat, and D. But because Horner needed a B natural for his chromatic line, he chose to use a major 2, raising that B flat to a B natural. The next chord, B flat minor 6, is similar because the bassoon part needed a D flat instead of a D. The normal 4 chord in F is B flat major, spelled B flat, D, and F, so Horner borrowed the minor 4 from the F minor scale to give the bassoon a D flat. The rest of the chords follow this same logic. The melody is mostly a repeated 1-bar motive. The second time through, it has some variations, specifically bar 12. This is a simple reminder that repetition with variation is a foundational aspect of music. Also, on the second time through, the violins come in. They are playing a simple line of scales and arpeggios. My favorite part about this line is the grace note and accent on beat 3 of each measure. This slots right in because the main melody is just holding a half note during that beat. When you want to emphasize a new line, choose a spot where the main melody is not doing very much. Moving forward to the B motive, we see another simple pattern repeated and following the chords. The shape of the line stays the same even if the notes change. This section is also fairly simple. We have a melody played by the strings over triads played by the horns. And that 6/4 bar is likely written just to help the score match the pacing of the film. So if you really want to improve as a composer, it's time for a challenge. And personally, I found this very difficult. And if you write something that you're proud of and you want to share it with me, I would very much like to hear it. And you can do that in my Discord channel, and the link is in the description below. Okay, here's the challenge. Based on what we just studied, write a melody that you like based on a chromatic scale, and also have a chromatic harmony line. It's harder than you might think to make something like this sound good. And don't worry about orchestrating anything, just write it on a grand staff. If you want to, you can repeat what you wrote and add in another line, just as Horner added in the violins. If you enjoy studying film scores and you want to hear something incredible, you might want to check out this video. That's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.